Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Digital Trip. I'm Juan.
I'm Marc Ashforde.
Alright, now today our topic actually comes from Paco, who commented saying, what old game from any system would you like to see?
No. Start at the beginning.
You really want me to read his whole comment?
Start at the beginning.
All of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm ready for you, Paco.
Paco commented saying, how do you not know who Pele is? Secondly, the Division looks cool, but if your friends aren't gamers, then it's gonna be boring, because it looks like it would be hella fun with your homies. I feel like it is Destiny, where it is fun on your own for like an hour, then it gets old, but if you have a group of friends to do missions and raids and shit, then that's where the fun is. Thirdly, the Pip-Boy looks baller. I'm buying the game just for that and gonna wear it everywhere. Fourthly, I have a topic/question for you guys.
Alright, we'll stop right there. Item 1. I just found out recently today, literally seconds before recording this, of who Pele is. He is a soccer player. Secondly, the Division does look good. Thirdly, I have already reserved my Pip-Boy. On to the actual question.
Alright, and his topic question for us is, what old game from any system would you like to see updated graphic-wise, where the gameplay and everything is the same as the old one, just with better graphics? Or would you have it be completely remade? I personally would like to see Zombies Ate My Neighbors updated and remade. It would be cool if they did it like Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare style, in my opinion. And for the record, I do know the game you're talking about, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It was on the Super Nintendo. And yeah, and it's a really good game, and granted, yeah, that is actually a really good choice for a game to be remade.
So yeah, I do agree there are some games that should be remade for this generation, because I feel a lot of this current generation stuff is mostly first-person shooters, open-world sandlots, and first-person shooters.
Not that there's anything wrong with those genres, but
there isn't. But it's one of those where back in the day you used to have a lot of platforming, a lot of beat 'em ups and whatnot, which we don't see anymore. It's one of those where have the platformers and the beat 'em ups gone?
Independent developers.
And that answers that question. We'll see y'all next time. But yeah, there are a lot of games that I know we, and obviously Paco too, would love to see get redone. His, obviously, you already know, it's Zombies Ate My Neighbors. But what about you? What would you have liked to... Because apparently they can hear us. Everything we have predicted has been correct. And Paco is abusing our power. And we're going to get a remake of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go as far back as Paco did with the Super Nintendo game being remade. Mine, it's a little more modern, but it goes on what Marc said about the whole you don't see this type of genres anymore. And for me, one of my personal favorites was the beat 'em up. And so with that said, I would like to see a remake of the Warriors on PS2 and Xbox. Now, the Warriors game was based on the movie of the same name, The Warriors.
Right.
And the game was made by Rockstar. These are the guys that made, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto. So, and what these guys did is they made it a modern, 3D beat 'em up, And again, this was a really nice touch to see, considering that, the beat 'em up genre was pretty much over and done with. You really didn't see any more beat 'em ups. And yeah, and Rockstar, they did it in a really good way, not by taking the movie. But the thing is, the movie, they took, they added stuff to it. It wasn't just, what you saw in the movie, that's what you're playing in the game. Like, no, they showed their origin story, how they came to be, and what led up to the events in the movie. And the game was just, it was great. You could play it in 2 players, split screen, and now that we have the internet, well, I guess you could probably do it online. But yeah, it was a really fun beat 'em up. You got to walk around, beat up everybody. There was like side objectives in every level, and that's another thing. Like, it wasn't just, you know, like,
it wasn't linear.
Like, no, it wasn't. There were other paths you can take, and you could find extra stuff hidden about and stuff like that.
And it was worthwhile.
Yeah.
Not like nowadays where everything has a side quest that makes no sense. Witcher 3, Batman, Riddler.
I'm just gonna say fuck you. I like doing the Riddler missions.
But yeah, no regards. I mean, it is a different time. It is a different time for gaming. I mean, as we talked in our previous episode with virtual reality, that's becoming a thing. So damn, sooner or later we're not gonna be holding where the fuck did it go? Where's the controller? Sooner or later we're not gonna be holding one of these. We'll be holding this because we're not hydrated enough. But it is a different time. It is a different area. Piggybacking off your thing, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing another Warriors game. Another thing I wouldn't mind seeing is a Gundam game. Earlier today we were on the conversation topic that we're looking for mech games to play on PS4. But sure enough, there was 2 that weren't even really mech games. So that just took me back to the Gundam games, where you would pilot a mech, you would go and beat the shit out of other mechs for a story, not just call them upon to help you. You realize that now it's just a side thing, whereas back in the day, the game was solely based on a mech. I remember back in Peter Piper, they used to have that mech arena type game where you would fight other mechs. Bring that shit back. Not a Dynasty Warriors, because that's cheating. That's a cop-out. Get a real game with story and people and feelings and machines murdering each other.
So, you just want to see another Gundam-style game then?
Yeah, pretty much. I think anything mech with customization, obviously. Even if they remade the old Gundam games, I'd still play it. Because they were great.
Yeah, like going back on, to my game, the Warriors, like, I'm kind of in the same predicament. I would not so much to see like the game remade, although that would be great. Maybe just take that idea, but just with a new storyline, new characters, maybe something that isn't based on a movie. You have that creative freedom to do whatever you want. So it's mainly more of that, more of just take the concept, the ideas of the Warriors, and maybe put it in another game, or just remake the Warriors. But
you heard us, Rockstar. Get on it.
I'm not too familiar with the older Gundam games, since I only played that Dynasty Warriors one, and I know that's not the ones you were talking about, right?
Oh no, the old ones, you're literally a mech and you go. Sure, you destroy other mechs and whatnot, but you're in one-on-one battles and whatnot. That'd be for another thing. So yeah, we pass the question on to y'all, the viewers, the people that actually watch this and might comment and have free time. What game would you like to see remade into HD or just brought back really from the depth abyss that is old school gaming without being too hipster either? They don't need to go buy an N64 to play Super Mario Sunshine again.
Even though that game was on the GameCube.
We're gonna remake. We're gonna have to redo that shot. But not too hipstery, where I have to go and buy an N64 and play. Fuck, what was that Mario game called? Mario 64. What? Wow, shit. Let's take that shot. Goddamn. But not too far back, where I have to buy an N64 and play Mario 64 all over again.
Thank you for watching this episode of Digital Trip. If you liked this episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe.